Video game culture frequently faces criticism regarding how women and minority groups are represented. Over the past decade, controversies like Gamergate and recent backlashes against diversity initiatives have brought attention to hostility within digital spaces. Because games often depict violence and reinforce traditional masculine roles, some people assume that playing games might lead individuals to adopt less inclusive attitudes. This idea is partly rooted in cultivation theory, which suggests that long-term exposure to certain media shapes how people perceive the world. Researchers wanted to test whether this is actually true for the average player. To find out, researchers from the University of Wisconsin-Madison analyzed data from a large market research organization. They looked at national consumer surveys conducted in the United States across 2012, 2016, and 2020. These years capture the cultural climate before, during, and after the peak of the Gamergate movement. The study included responses from over 77,000 individuals. The surveys asked respondents to rate the importance of 3 specific cultural values on a 3-point scale. The first measure asked about following traditional gender roles for men and women. The second asked about social tolerance, which meant respecting ethnic, religious, and racial differences. The third asked about equality, defined as desiring equal opportunity for all people. The researchers also tracked whether respondents had played online or offline video games in the past 12 months, as well as whether they had played shooter games or used the Xbox Live online gaming service within the past 30 days. After controlling for factors like age, income, education, gender, and the year the survey was conducted, the researchers found that individuals who played online and offline video games were more likely to hold inclusive values compared to the general population. Across all 3 value categories, general gamers expressed less support for traditional gender roles and more support for social tolerance and equality. When looking specifically at players of shooter games, a genre often associated with military themes and violence, these players were also more likely to hold inclusive values regarding gender roles and equality compared to the general public. A similar pattern emerged for users of Xbox Live, a platform historically criticized for toxic community interactions. These users were more likely to hold inclusive values regarding gender roles and social tolerance than the broader population. The authors found no evidence that playing video games broadly corresponds to an increase in exclusionary values. The findings suggest that highly publicized controversies might be amplifying the voices of a hostile minority, rather than reflecting the widespread attitudes of gamers. Learn more about this study and other new research at PsyPost.org.